What? Dead.
Shield me! I have powerless to protect myself! What a deluge!
Looks like we found the prison, all right. The White Witch must be around here somewhere.
She has been tortured to death in this hellhole.
Mate, you alright, mate? In a bit of a pickle, or... I'm Tyler, mate. What's your name, Sunshine? Ain't rat killer, yeah? Leave her over there, opens the gate, mate. I'll pull it for you. Get it! I stamp it. It's too high, mate. I can't. I'm sorry, mate, but I...
Oh, what a fine specimen you are.
glorious your contours. How lush your... Don't say that wretched word. A maiden I am, and a maiden I must remain. How many times have red-blooded men been invited to penetrate me, dragged into my embrace, kicking and screaming? But I am the 1,000-robed celibate, the virgin of steel, chastise. I do not know. The first time a helpless victim was forced into my many-thorned frame. Berea says it is because of the stone my head is carved from. How you tempt me, girl.
I pity her, this Iron Maiden. Or rather, the girl's spirit. If there is any way we can put her out of her misery, we should. For it is better to die than be enthralled by demon curses. You haven't an astute mind, Hunter. One that meanders through the mud. But life is neither God's given.
You tempt me, gracious creature. How you
I've got my eyes on the prize.
There must be a way out of here. There must be a way home. I have no idea what's going on. One minute I'm out on a jog with my dog Rocky, and the next I'm headfirst in the snow with snow. Hell if I know. All I did was ask for a phone, and these monsters threw me in this dungeon. They asked so many questions, but I had no idea what any of it meant. And this place, it's full of dead bodies and vermin and the snow. Well, it'd be pretty fantastic if I knew what the hell were happening. Where I am, what I'm doing here. I've got a life, you know. A house, a car, friends and a family. What? No. No, I'm not crazy. Please, you must...
Careful, comrade. I think I sense us.
Treasure!
Light as a feather.
Teleportation.
Not even a crack! Source Hunter, you have found us. Here she is at last. Ikara. Oh, but look at her. She has been encased in... You find me at a loss. I admit it. For I've no idea what sorcery, or dare I say it, like I said. So far, my attempts at rescuing her have been about as effective as trapping a robin's shadow. This frost-touched magic isn't Leandra's doing. It has Boreas.
There she is! The White Witch, a prisoner in ice.
I wonder what sorcery, or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get her out.
Lost within that ice. There must be a way.
There she is! The White Witch, a prisoner in ice.
Damnation!
I wonder what sorcery,
not even a crack,
or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get her out.
Ooh, a rich
With this incantation, we can pass the force field that
Winter
bars the
King
way into
has
the
woven
cuff.
ice too
High
rare
time
and
for an audience with
powerful
King
for mere
Boreas, I
fire.
say.
Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong?
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
There she is!
Damnation!
The White Witch,
not
a
even a
prisoner in
crack.
ice.
I wonder what sorcery, or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get her out.
Seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Damnation!
What did I do wrong?
Not even a crack! It seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way. Damnation! Not even a crack!
Doesn't seem to be working.
Seems the Winter
did I do
King
wrong?
has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way. Damnation! Not even...
That force field looks impassable.
Nothing stops a source
The
hunter.
force field brims with 1,000 distant voices. They seem to be 1,000 sniggers resound. The voices sound pleased.
Raging power of flame! Attack!
There thou art! The upstart that seeketh to upset the harmony of Heimerheim! Why hast thou ventured here, avatar of man? Why dost thou seek the down? Huh? 'Tis a pity thou dost, intruder! For that fairy I have marcheth to the gallows! How they mocketh me, my brother seasons! Thou art the ugliest courter, they saith to my frozen face! Thou art the blemish of the year! 'Tis easy when thou hast but to wish upon a well, and the generous pit delivereth unto thee the power of chaos! The stone of stars, no more doth she ask of me. Strong are they, these immaculates, stronger than thee. For thy wield the Avatar, I! Thou hast traveled far and delveth deep into the heart of winter. But here, thou...
My lucky charm!
Thou shalt have a taste, Avatar, of the cold, dead breath of Boreas!
How many eyes does a bull have?
Time to consult the Necronomicon. mother's trolls hide.
It looks like one, but stings like thousands.
Damn thee, fiend! Upon the torrents of stars, I call to burn thy body!
I'm never out of my element.
See how fast you scuttle!
Aim before striking.
Eternal silence awaits you. Freezing flurry!
I can see the white light.
Foul sinner! Let all the poison that lurketh in the
Toxic
depths
courses
come
in my
forth
veins.
and sting thee 1,000 times over!
A little help here! into the fray once more. I'm never out of my element.
From your grave to aid us!
The power that surgeth through clouded storms shall seal thy flesh!
The time of your death is at hand!
Your grave opens to welcome you!
Think your tongue would stick to him?
I needed that.
Lucky find!
Ho, hero. 'Tis I, the Summer King. Holy out of the way! It's Lurian's turn. Well, I thought the day would never come. Thanks for giving old Carrot Face the great melt. We and the Earth Kingdom. I'll answer that. We are the sovereigns of the seasons, kind hero. And we thank you for saving us from our rather deranged brother. We overheard a crafty little imp named Gigix tell Boreas that the staff can only be destroyed where it was created. The elemental forge. He seems... Better the crackle of embers than this idiotic blustering. Oh, cover your ears, hero! Nothing whips up the elemental forge, hero. It's...
Dense and devil sprats, comrade.
Lucky
A
find!
talking staff. Burn it before its sauce tendrils start leaching your eyes,
Yes, yes. Please smash that evil piece of craftsmanship before I end
I'm
up
freezing
pregnant with
here.
Sauce homunculi.
Sister, we are free! And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own glorious? Ah, but this is no mortal, I see. Strange, you take the guise of us. Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. No, like fools, we waited for his pride, his we, and with us all the subjects of the realm of Fairy. I am King Sewer of the Summer Kingdom of Caldia. Brother, alongside the other elemental monarchs, to the unfortunate. But something changed in Boreas. He grew darker somehow, more than was typical of his. When our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Hyberheim, when we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us, but a dark figure. A woman with a source hunter. It would be my sincerest honor. Take this room. I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems this she gave him us, contained. And in return, he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he did. We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms will rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, source like her.
don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
This is your White Witch, then. And you're sure you want to free? But I am in your debt. And I would be remiss not to...
Gods, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to interre her only sister in a
Ikara! You're all right? The ice.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend. Surely...
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite useless.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss? Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all, please. Oh, yes, I suppose. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped? First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you now about the culprits. My corrupted sister. When I realized exactly where and to whom Leandra was consigning me. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas. But she has changed into someone I hardly recognize I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or any... If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to... It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous... The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. Now that terrible night. One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Syceel's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far for this reason, and with a heavy heart. I must ask you, so I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dear... But unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! What? We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm. Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every side up.
As any for an air elemental to set up shop.
The Guardians mustn't listen to him. His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yes! Snort that spaghetti! Oh, pardon. Yes, so, toodaloo!
I have seen the... How can I help you, my friend? Yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Xandal...
How might I serve our mission? Leandra. She desires, though they be baptized in blood. Why, I see Master Zigzax has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour. From the fairy dimension to the... is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magic... Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven amongst... I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with still. Their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters. I am, but there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. We sorcerers are like metal steeples, but what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power drunk through him. Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters, did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would No, that would be going too far and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down. They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra out. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, the source hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent, we would survive, thrive even within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and she delved into that dark well with terrible regularity. My sister and I were mired in a solitary existence, witches among the trees when Zandalore came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest. Their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned, and Zandalore and I would settle into our... We were a content trio, the three of us, but as you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra had developed feelings for Zandalore, but it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings, her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain of it as sharply as a knife. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity weave a single order of business first and foremost. Leandra is gathering an army, but first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. How many of these so-called... Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet unknown. The way will be dangerous. A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection has weakened, I still... One vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Leandra, her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see she's growing closer and closer to achieving something. I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess. What she needs is a hand. My hand, out of this abyss. If I cannot condone the terrible things she's done, but I can seek to understand them. Without what's more, I sense a terrible force bearing down upon the bond between us. It is hungry. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain the way may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I fit...